here we have an active enemy that it's not our principal role. We're here to assist the Afghans, but obviously part of our mission here is a counterinsurgency campaign, and we've been required to close with and destroy the enemy on numerous occasions now, and that's definitely been our some of the highlights for us during this tour is actually getting out and having a chance to do what we've trained for some of us for a number of years. Fighting in the temperatures sometimes as high as 40 or if not 50 degrees Celsius with warm water to drink, with no cool water to be had, and with all of your gear loaded down with all of the weapons and ammunition that we carry, it definitely takes a physical toll. And obviously we do our activities by day and by night, and there's really no time to rest, because if you're not conducting operations, then even if you're in a patrol base, you're still providing security and you're still subject to be attacked. So it's physically and mentally very demanding, but the soldiers have held up extremely well. The equipment has held up extremely well, and we're ready to take the fight to the enemy where and whenever necessary. It's extremely complex terrain, and it's a different type of enemy, an enemy that's very difficult to locate on the battlefield. And our basics really pay off, and the quality of our soldiers in terms of their soldier skills, and the quality of our junior leaders right up to the platoon commander level is second to none amongst our coalition partners. So again, if we get the soldiers vectored in on where the enemy is, they'll go to it. They know what to do, and they get on with it. We also focused on using the LAV-3, which is a fantastic vehicle, in intimate support of our dismounted soldiers, and that has really been the full force multiplier for us over here. We've had excellent use of artillery, but whenever we haven't had aviation, so attack helicopters or fast air to support us, our LAVs are always there, and they are a battle winner.
Got roosters.
Is there a roof?
Roosters. Big motherfucking one too.
The opium compounds, all you gotta do is open the door. Yeah. So, okay, right boundary is the mud wall, left boundary is the end of the green space on the left. We're just gonna walk up, do that compound on the right,
Yeah.
and do that compound on the left.
Yeah.
Making sure to kick in the doors for the drawing facilities just to have eyes in.
Yeah.
That's too easy to clear.
Working with the ANA is always both a pleasure but also a challenge. It's taken us quite a bit of time to learn how to best use our Afghan National Army partners as well as the Afghan National Police. Both those organizations have their strengths and their weaknesses, and they're developing organizations. So we've learned over the last few operations where best they're employed, and they're definitely combat multipliers in terms of being able to identify who is Taliban on the battlefield and who is not. We make excellent use of them to help us with the searches. So we always try to put an Afghan lead into all of our operations. They're excellent when we conduct leader engagements because they just add a level of credibility that we can't to leader engagements with the local population. So it's truly been a pleasure in that respect to work with them.
No go. Okay.
This tour has proven to me that we are second to none amongst any of the coalition partners, be it American, British, Dutch. We truly hold our own, and in fact, most of the areas we're superior to a lot of our coalition partners. We've just returned for an operation that I don't believe there's any other force here in Afghanistan could have achieved the same results, could have maneuvered like we maneuvered, and could have stayed out in the field as long as we did.
As the result of this operation, 20 Taliban fighters were dead, 20 of them were seriously injured, and 6 of them are captured. And besides that, they discovered a factory of drug processing in the area that they destroyed.
Hey, that's his second. You start charging for this.
Certainly there's been several cases where individuals have done heroic acts, but I think for myself and all of the soldiers, we strongly believe that we're doing what we're trained to do, and we're doing what our country has asked us to do. And we just take pride in our professionalism, and we take pride in our effectiveness. And we're just extremely happy to be over here, able to have an effect and to get on with the job at hand.
We feel exhilarated that we've done something that we've been training for. Like for myself, for my 16 years in the forces, this is what I have trained to do for my whole career, to close with and destroy the enemy. We've accomplished that. And for the newer guys, like I tell my guys, for the older guys, it's our FTX, but for them it's their battle school. And they're going to pass on knowledge that they've learned throughout their career, and it'll build a really good, solid NCO Corps and Officer Corps over the next 5 to 10 years.
We go my gator material. We go my gator.
When the Taliban try to get in again, we will return with large forces to deal with them again. And over time, the Afghan National Army will take on this role with their police, and they'll be able to do it without us.